Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They go to the counter. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quarterback checking the play. Got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Just ran over it. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Motion from the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. This time he's got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Quick release by the QB.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Michigan 7, Houston 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pressure coming. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Into the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 21 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. At the touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Michigan 28, Houston 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Content to run out the clock. The quarterback takes a knee.
I guess the coaching staff says, hey, we're down, I know, but we're going to take it into halftime, talk about this, make some adjustments, come out in the second half ready to roll.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan 28, Houston 0.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Still running at the 40. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd.
With the score, Michigan 35, Houston 0.
The Cougars have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after making the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Snagged on the outside, it's Stewart.
My old coach said you'll never go to work taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute. He'll take the deep shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Takes the handoff. It's Henson. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch.